Symbol, O. Realty Income Corporation. Profile. Realty Income, the monthly dividend company registered, is an S&P 500 company and member of the S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats Registered Index. For more than 5 decades, we have invested in people and places to deliver dependable monthly dividends that increase over time. The company is structured as a REIT, and its monthly dividends are supported by the cash flow from over 11,700 real estate properties owned under long-term net lease agreements with commercial clients. To date, the company has declared 631 consecutive common stock monthly dividends throughout its 54-year operating history and increased the dividend 118 times since Realty Income's public listing in 1994, NYSE, O. A track record of success. Realty Income believes in transparency. We operate under the highest ethical standards and work tirelessly to provide long-term value to all stakeholders. Since our public listing in 1994, we have delivered compound average annual total shareholder return of 14.4%, outperforming the U.S. REIT sector and the S&P 500 during that time frame. Our business track record has been cultivated through the ownership of high-quality commercial assets leased to industry-leading operators under long-term net lease agreements. Strong returns. Tenant portfolio. Typical tenant. Products. Dividend information. It pays a monthly dividend of nearly 5% a year. It has grown its dividend for over 20 years in a row. It has one of the best track records in the whole REIT sector, VNQ. It has an investment-grade rated balance sheet. It owns net lease properties with strong tenants that are household names.
Weekly Review. Summary. No major news. CLX, PFE had ex-dividend dates. CLX, Lowe's ex-dividend dates are on January 24, 2023. PFE's ex-dividend dates are on January 26, 2023. Future candidates. O's monthly ex-div date is on January 31, 2023 for about 25 cents. Nearest option expiration date. January 27, 2023. Game plans for these candidates. Stock symbol, ABT. Plan. Waiting it to bounce higher before selling $112 or $113 calls. Conclusion. I am willing to sell ABT to free up my cash for other dividend stocks. If I fail, I am glad to collect more premiums. Stock symbol, HRL. HRL inches close to $45. Plan. Waiting it to bounce higher before selling $45 or $46 calls. Sold $46 calls for February 17, 2023. Conclusion. I am willing to sell HRL to free up my cash for other dividend stocks. If I fail, I am glad to collect more premiums. Stock symbol, PG. Plan. Waiting it to bounce higher before selling $145 or $146 calls. Current positions. Conclusion. I am willing to sell the positions to free up my cash for other dividend stocks. If I fail, I am glad to collect more premiums. Stock symbol, CLX. CLX has 36 years of consecutive dividend increases. It would issue a quarterly dividend of $1.18 with a yield of 3.19%. The trend is bullish. Upcoming event. CLX will report earnings on February 2, 2023 after market closes. Current positions. February 3, 2023's options are expensive due to the upcoming earning report. When Jan 27's $142 and $143 calls almost became zero, I rolled to the following calls for the next week for protection. Case study, the details are available in my notes for above ITM calls in my positions. 1 protection and break-even point. 2 max profit. 3 profit and loss diagram using CLX's closing price on January 27. Conclusion. I am willing to sell some positions to free up my cash for other dividend stocks. If I fail, I am glad to collect more premiums. Looking forward. Preparing for February 2 earning reports and set up the protection. Stock symbol, O. Years of dividend increase, 29 years. Next payout increase, 0%. Next amount, $0.2485. Next pay date, February 15, 2023. Dividend frequency, monthly. Average days for recovery, 4.6 days. Current positions. Looking forward. I plan to buy shares before the ex-div when it dips toward $65. Stock symbol, PFE. Years of dividend increase, 12 years. Next payout increase, 2.5%. Dividend frequency, quarterly. Average days for recovery, 19.5 days. Current positions. Related transactions. Conclusion. I was able to pocket the dividend of 41 cents a share. I am willing to sell the positions to free up my cash for other dividend stocks. If I fail, I am glad to collect more premiums. Looking forward. I plan to sell PFE's weekly $44.50 or $45 covered calls until it gets assigned.